Alright, y'all, the first video on our channel is gonna be a pretty good one. It's gonna be reacting to the top 5's 15 most powerful Chinese military vehicles. It's gonna be a good one. Let's jump right into this reaction, y'all. We jumping in right now.
While the U.S. military is the world's most powerful fighting force by a large margin, China is slowly starting to get close. After all, be it creating new aircraft carriers, designing top-of-the-line fighter jets, or developing new...
That's a pretty funny joke right there. That one is a Chinese attempt to copy an F-35, but it's pretty trash. It's not great. But yeah, let's keep on watching this video.
Submarines. The Chinese military is willing to go to any lengths necessary to rival the military might of the United States. So, join me for today's video as we take a look at 15 of the most...
That's a Chinese carrier. It's actually based on a Russian carrier. It's alright. It would have been somewhat advanced in the 70s, but compared to today, it's pretty much straight nothing. It's a nothing burger. If they want to try something against any modern country, aka the US, the UK, even Australia, these carriers are pretty much junk. Like fighting against Zambia, or maybe some South American country, it'll be good. But against an actual country with real warfare going on and real technology, nah. Let's keep watching.
Powerful Chinese military vehicles.
Oh yeah, that's laughable.
Number 15, the JHXX. When it comes to achieving air superiority, the JHXX will likely be China's top-of-the-line medium-range bomber, estimated to have a range of up to 2,000 kilometers and a payload of about 60 tons. It will certainly be less threatening than its longer-range counterpart, the Xi'an H-20, although what it lacks in size and range will likely make up in speed. Reported to be about twice as fast as the H-20, it could be a real menace in more localized conflicts around the South and East China Sea, and its reported arsenal of air-to-air missiles and high maneuver...
Do you see my train station I'm hiding in right now because I'm homeless? It'll beat this in a war. This thing is a joke. Like, literally, a joke. It could not fight any kind of vehicle. Like, it's a joke. It's a huge joke. Just straight up joke. It's a cope vehicle.
Maneuverability means that it would be more than able to handle enemy interceptors in a dogfighting scenario. As such, China's neighbors should be wary of this multi-role jet.
By the way, that's not a dogfighter. That's a strike bomber, if there's anything at all. Not great. Just, yeah, not great. It's pretty much just cope. Ain't doing nothing.
Fighter. Number 14, the Hainan. Despite being a major sea power, China has been somewhat behind the times in terms of amphibious assault vehicles. However, in April of 2021, it showed the
this thing right here
moving into the modern era
is literally like a freighter. It's a joke. Another just cope machine. Like, come on, Winnie the Pooh. Come on, really? Go pull some of the old diesels out of the damn scrapyard you got over there. They're better than this. This thing is straight cope.
By creating its first independently built landing helicopter dock ship.
Yeah.
Coming in at 237 meters in length, 36 meters in width, and a displacement of about 40,000 tons. This beast can hold up to 30 helicopters in various types and sizes.
See, this guy's scared,
which can be launched simultaneously. If that wasn't enough, it also has non-helicopter related capabilities, as it can hold up to 1,200 troops and can transport fighting vehicles, tanks, and landing craft to assist in amphibious assaults on beaches and coastlines. As such, if China continues to build vehicles like the Hainan, it won't be long until they'll be able to field massive military assaults on coastal targets.
Don't come after this thing.
Number 13, the Chengdu J-20. When it comes to aerial missions,
this thing was impressive for about a year and a half, until we saw them start having issues in the air. They're just another joke. Straight cope. These things can hardly even take on an F-18. Not the Super F-18, an F-18 Standard. And that plane's pretty old. It came out after the Tomcat. So, yeah, this... not the greatest vehicle to be bragging on, China. Come on, bro. You guys got the infinite power of communism over there, and you can't build something better than this? Thing is straight cope. Cope machine. Cope.
Chengdu J-20 is very proficient as a stealth fighter. Launched in 2017, this aircraft has a max range of about 5,500 kilometers, and a max speed of about Mach 2. And is powered by two Chinese-made WS-10 engines. In terms of firepower, it's fully loaded and can be equipped with 2 short-range missiles that can travel about 20 kilometers, and 4 long-range missiles that can travel about 200. Although its most innovative weapons are its 4 anti-radiation missiles, which are capable of destroying ground enemy radar. Now, in terms of its design, many believe that it was made with stolen intelligence, as it appears to have the body of the experimental Delta Wing Myokon Project 1.4. The nose of a Lockheed F-22 Raptor.
Not really.
The radar array in that nose may have been borrowed from the Russian Sukhoi S.
What they made in the time when they were thinking they knew what the new stealth fighter was going to be. If you guys have seen it, it's the XF-19, I'm pretty sure. And that was a joke fighter. That's what I got idea for this from. It's not great. And they bought the biggest, funniest joke we've made about a black project ever, and made a plane based off of it, and it's not great. It's just more jokes, more copes. Like, come on, Mr. Ping, what are you doing, bro? Come on.
Su-30 MKK. However, despite this design stealing, it's nonetheless a great aircraft, and there are now believed to be more than 50 in active service.
Yeah, but we can
Number
probably
12,
beat
the
those.
Type O-93A. When it comes to submarines, the most advanced craft in China's arsenal is undoubtedly the Type O-93A, also known as the Shang class. They're a series of nuclear-powered attack submarines that have been produced since 2006. And to date, there are a total of 6 in active service. Coming in at a length of about 107 meters and a weight of about 6,100 tons. It's relatively large. Thanks to its powerful nuclear reactor, it can travel at speeds of up to 56 kilometers.
Straight cope. This thing's just sad. I don't know what China's doing with this shit, but get it out of my water. Like, come on. Go get a Russian diesel sub. It'll do better than this. This is cope. This is a joke. No Navy scared of this thing. At all. Like, literally at all. No Navy scared of this. Even Venezuela. Rest in peace, their army right now. But even Venezuela, Navy, could beat this with a narco sub. Like, come on. Another joke. Straight cope.
Per hour and has unlimited range. It's believed to carry a load of up to 22 torpedo-sized weapons, with this including the YJ-82 anti-ship missiles, YJ-18 supersonic cruise missiles, rocket mines, and torpedoes, granting it the ability to operate under many different situations. To top this off, it detects threats with its Type 359 radar, hull-mounted sonar, flank array sonar, and passive intercept array sonar, allowing it to easily sense anything coming its way. As such, the Type O-93A truly is a force to be reckoned with for the Chinese military.
Back in like 1992-ish, it might have saw our stuff coming, but nowadays, our subs are pretty well hidden. You ain't seeing that with your towed array sonar, everything you got in your hands there, China. I'm sorry. Another cope vehicle. It was cool. I'm not gonna lie, it's cool. But it's not cool enough. I'll tell you that. It's not cool enough. Let's see.
Number 11, the Harbin Z-20. Helicopters, they've seen more and more use in recent years, and the Harbin Z-20 is easily the most impressive model to come out of China. Considered to be a medium-lift utility helicopter, this vehicle is in many respects comparable to the U.S. Black Hawk helicopter.
No, not really.
Despite being a rip-off from the original, many believe that it's just as good, if not better. Featuring a maximum takeoff weight of about 10 tons and the ability to reach altitudes of up to 4,000 meters.
From the 60s, and a Black Hawk cousin, maybe? It's not really what they're trying to claim it is. Like, you can see the body lines don't line up right. It's clearly like a UH-1 hybrid with a Black Hawk. It's pretty trash, pretty janky. Like, if I was flying in this thing, I'd be terrified of a bolt coming loose and me falling into the air. Because it's not great looking. And, come on. They cannot maintain jack squat over there.
The helicopter is quite impressive, and in terms of its external shape and size, it's practically identical to the Black Hawk.
No.
The Z-20 also appears to have a solid engine and ability to be used in very cold temperatures, an area that might be used to equip missiles and design adjustments.
Fly through the cold. You mean a vehicle that fly at the top of mountains can survive cold weather? No, really? You mean something that's designed to go up in the high altitude where it's, you know, freezing, can survive the freezing? No. I thought it was going to fall apart up there. That's wild work. If that's your selling point for this chopper, I wouldn't be buying. Unless it was like maybe 20 grand US, because if it can't survive the cold, have to advertise, oh, it can fly through the cold. I don't want to be aboard it personally. Maybe y'all do, but no one else does. China. Like, come on. You can better than this. Even propaganda's trash. Come on, bro. Get up higher on it.
In order to reduce infrared signatures. However, most of the specifics have not been made public, and it's difficult to know for certain whether or not the Z-20 truly is on par with its American counterpart.
It's not on par at all. Like, it's
Number 10,
jank.
J-15. When it comes to achieving air superiority, the Shenyang J-15 is an essential component of the Chinese arsenal. Also known as the Flying Shark, it's an all-weather twin-jet carrier-based fourth-generation multi-role fighter aircraft. It's not hard to see how it got its fierce nickname.
It's
designed using stolen intellectual property from a Russian Sukhoi Su-33 that was purchased from Ukraine in 2001 after
the Su-33 is better than this thing, and this is a more modernized clone of it. And the 33 is better in almost every way. It's sad. The Sukhoi is better, just FYI, and probably cheaper than this trash. Like, for real, trash.
Years of research, the J-15 was finally launched on October 31st of 2009. Coming in at 22 meters in length and powered by two Saturn AL-31 afterburning turbofans, J-15 can reach speeds of up to Mach 2.4 and is equipped with one 30mm cannon and slots for up to 12 missiles, all of which can hold land attack, anti-ship, short-range, and medium-range missiles. All of these features and its incredible design...
See, this plane here might be effective if you're going to go take down some, like, tribal villagers, maybe? Or some dudes like in the 50s, you might win. But anything modern-ish, even from like the late 90s, would outclass this in almost every way. It's actually pretty sad. Like, it's genuinely sad. I feel bad for China. And this is what they're flexing with. This is their biggest flex right here. Like, oh man, we got the Sukhoi at home. Yeah, you do. It's at home. Not with us. Trash.
Have made it an incredible machine. However, the reality is that it pales in comparison to its American counterparts due to its relatively weak engine and suboptimal infrared system.
Our baby, the F-18.
So China still has a way to go before challenging the American supremacy in the air.
Yeah, you ain't taking on America.
Number
At least
9,
they got their right
the
top
Shandong.
vibes.
The Chinese Navy has really started to get its act together in recent years, and perhaps one of the poster children of this ascendancy has been the Shandong. As the country's second...
This is just a really badly copied Russian carrier. At least they maintain it, but it's not great. Like, with maintenance is good. You can take on most, like, smaller forces, smaller navies, but modernized navies, again, I'm sorry, no. Even Britain, with their aging fleet, can take this on and probably beat it. And they don't have many in China of these things, so it's not the greatest move. And even India bought an actual Russian one of these carriers, the actual Russian one they copied for this, and it's better than this one. Like, and it was bought from Russia when it should have been scrapped, and India got it the spec. It's doing pretty good now. That Indian one that they bought that should have been scrap metal is better than this Chinese one. Like, it's that sad. Like, I feel bad for China. because they also flex their stuff, but what they got to flex is pretty much nothing. Straight nothing. Like, sad.
An aircraft carrier, it's a point of pride for the Middle Kingdom, as it's the country's first domestically built aircraft carrier, and is by most accounts one of the top 5 aircraft carriers in the world in terms of military capabilities.
No.
Coming in at a length of 305 meters and having a weight of about 60,000 tons, the Shandong is quite certainly large, and this allows it to carry a total of 36 aircraft, including 24 fighter jets and 12 helicopters. It also has 3 gun towers and 3 18-cell missile systems in order to ward off any threats, while its top-of-the-line radar allows it to quickly locate anything coming its way. Now, it should come as little surprise that most of the details surrounding this thing are under wraps, as the Chinese Navy...
They really aren't that good to be secret when you stole it off the Russians, which are trying to sell their current carrier fleets, or have sold them, which don't existed, to other countries in the third world. We know these specs backwards and forwards now. Like, we have literally the original prototype that they built this off of. And we know what you guys have in China. Like, you guys really are not great at hiding stuff, just an FYI. Not great. Straight cope.
Isn't exactly known for being open about its state military secrets.
Yeah,
however, given the rising tensions in the South China Sea, it would come as little surprise that if China were to enter into a major conflict, the Shandong would play a key role. Number 8. Liaoning. While China now boasts an arsenal consisting of 3 aircraft carriers, its very first was the Liaoning.
Oh no, 3 carriers? Shit, dude. They can fight Britain back in, like, actually now. 3 carriers. 3. Jeez, oh man. Cheese and crackers. That's a lot. 3 carriers. Ooh. I'm scared of 3 carriers, bro. I'm real scared of 3 carriers. I'm real scared. Like, it's really sad. The U.S. currently, I'm just Googling right now, if you see my eyes going down, that's what I'm looking at. The U.S. has 11 nuclear Nimitz classes and 1 Ford class. Yeah. This is not good for you, China, I'm sorry. And UK has 2, like I said. And the 2 that UK has are better than these 3. It's that embarrassing. Like, yeah.
Launched in 2011, its length of 305 meters, width of 75...
Yeah, launched 2011 was already about 40 years out of date. In 2011. It's 15 years later. And they're only getting worse. And further out of date. Yeah. No one should be scared of China right now. Unless you have, like, no navy, no funding. Say if you're some third world country somewhere that has no navy, or only a brown water navy. Yeah, you can be scared of these guys. You can be scared. But if you're modern-ish, like 90s modern, or even mid-80s modern, you have a fighting chance on these clowns. Like, don't be scared of China. They got nothing. It's actually sad. Like, I feel
displacement of 55,000 tons when fully loaded is certainly impressive. Although the story of how the Middle Kingdom acquired this vehicle is quite interesting. You see, in 1988, the ship under the name Varyak was deployed in Ukraine, but after the fall of the USSR, Ukraine began to look abroad for potential buyers. However, not a single country jumped on the opportunity, and so Ukraine simply abandoned it and let it be damaged by the elements. This led to it eventually being sold at auction in 1998 for $20 million to a company based out of Macau, with the plan apparently being to convert it into a floating hotel and casino. However, by all accounts, this was just a sham to hide the fact that it had been acquired by the Chinese military, and it soon began to be worked on by the Chinese Navy. The end result...
What really happened was, yeah, they did buy it to be a resort. They did. And then China pretty much stole it from the guy that tried to build a resort. Just imagine that. Imagine your government being so desperate to get some ships in the water. They had to go steal a wreck that was supposed to become a floating resort and build a warship out of it. That's how you know they were always desperate. They got nothing. There's a bunch of bullies, but ain't got no cards to play. They might have some nukes, maybe. Like, yeah, some nukes, ooh, scary. But the nukes everyone else has are better. Russian nukes, better. Like, even the Middle Eastern nukes, better. So yeah, China, you ain't got nothing. I don't know why this guy is flexing y'all, and y'all's junk.
Was a fully restored aircraft carrier that can hold up to 40 aircraft, 3 turret systems, 3 18-cell missile launcher systems, and modern electronic systems that make it a world-class machine. As a result of all of this, it's now often found in the South China Sea, where it's mostly used to assert China's territorial claims in the region. Number 7. CH-7 drone. Alright, it's no secret that the Chinese have no qualms against copying foreign tech, and this is certainly the case with their CH-7 drone.
It makes sense to steal foreign tech in this situation. Think about this. You basically have a crossbow, right? And your main opponent of power has literally the sun in the palm of their hands. Wouldn't you want to go steal part of that sun and make your own? Makes sense. But when you're trying to copy your buddy's work at the last second, that's what I think about that. When you think about China and their technology, think about it like when you're in school, right? The homework is due, the teacher's passing it out, or no, the teacher's picking it up, and you forgot. You're playing Call of Duty Black Ops 2. It just came out. Shit, Black Ops 2, I gotta play. You forgot to do your homework. And the teacher's picking it up the next day. And she's walking around picking it up, and in a rush, you look at your friend who has it in his hand, and you gotta quickly write it all down. Right when the teacher's picking it up. That's how China gets most of their military quote-unquote tech. It's a really quick, cheap copy of what others have done, but without the actual research. And it's sad, because China has, like, pretty impressive manufacturing. So if they put some actual, effort and actual research and work into it, they could build some crazy good stuff. Which I guess to say, I'm actually kind of happy that they're kind of lazy and they steal everyone else's work quickly. Because, yeah, they ain't all that. I don't know why they can flex. They ain't all that. It's just sad.
Appearing in most respects to be a direct ripoff of the U.S. Navy's X-47B, it's a carrier-based stealth drone with impressive stats. Coming in with a 22-meter wingspan and length of up to 10 meters, it's certainly quite large, but what really makes heads turn is its ability to fly at speeds of up to 920 kilometers per hour and reach an altitude of 13,000 meters. It can pull off this impressive performance for about 15 hours non-stop and has an operational radius of 2,000 kilometers, making it a real workhorse. But what really makes it a threat is its host of features. This is because it holds a variety of anti-radiation missiles and standoff weapons. And when not directly attacking targets, it can reportedly intercept
Yeah, but what they don't tell you is anti-radiation missiles only work. And it's not radiation. I don't know why it's saying radiation missiles. It's not. It's radar. But radiation is funny. I like it. But yeah, the thing that I'll tell you about those is they don't work when they get blown out of the air, mid-air on the way to the target. They don't work then. And they go off a pretty good signature. Like, you can see those missiles coming from miles away. And even a guy in an AA gun could take them out in some situations. So, yeah, they do work, but only when they're not blown up on the ground somewhere. So, I don't know what they're trying to flex with over here, but it's not enough to show.
Our electronic signals and simultaneously detect, verify, and monitor high-value targets. The implications of this is that the drone can more than likely fly into contested airspace, conduct reconnaissance missions, and, if necessary, fight its way out of an enemy ambush. The fact that it's armed may also allow it to disrupt enemy Air Force operations, allowing them to take down pilots without losing any of their own.
Not really.
As such, the CH-7 drone really is something to be feared.
Like, no one's scared of this.
Number 6. Xi'an H-20.
This one's cool.
When it comes to stealth bombers, China's most high-tech offering is its Xi'an H-20. And while it will not be operational until about 2025, the idea is that it will have a range of at least 8,500 kilometers, so it can threaten the so-called Third Island Ring, which includes Australia and Hawaii. It will be able to do so with the help of a 4-turbofan engine that's similar to the American Spirit B-2 bomber, which for the record is the most advanced stealth bomber on the planet.
But the thing is, it's not even done yet.
That it will be able to send out electronic signals capable of damaging and deceiving radar systems.
The plane they're trying to copy came out a long time ago. Actually, I'm going to Google it real quick for you guys on my phone. This is going to be good. You're going to like this, I promise you. Let's see. Because it's going to give you the wrong day on Google. Let's see. The B-2 bomber come out 1988. And the first plane was in the air in 1993. That's AI saying. But in... everyone else keeps saying it came out in 88. It's a lot of different stuff. But it really flew in 93. So yeah. That's a long time ago. And China's just now
its estimated 9 tons of payload will mean that it will be able to transport all manner of weapons, including precision-guided bombs, air-to-surface missies, and even nuclear weapons. What no one here thinks
about is, do you think that every other country just stopped developing when the B-2 came out? I think America's like, you know what? No, we built this plane. It's so advanced, we're going to stop building new ones. No. They're building way more advanced planes than this that we don't even know about yet. Like, it's the funniest part to me. Because they also, like, even all YouTubers are here, over here, on Xi Jinping's dick, like, respectively. They're sucking his dick. And he's building this years too late. When we got now the F-22 and the F-35, which are probably more stealthy than this thing ever will be. They're way more stealthy than this plane ever will be, respectively. Like, yeah.
While its mobile data processing center will ensure that it can coordinate actions by sharing real-time information with other Chinese military units. As such, the Xi'an H-20 will certainly be a difficult vehicle to handle. However, it certainly has some competition from the United States. After all, America's B-2 bombers have no problem outperforming the H-20 in nearly every aspect, as the B-2 has a payload that's more than double, has a range that's 1,600 kilometers more than the H-20, and is likely to be improved in the very near future by the all-new B-21 Raider. So, while the H-20 is certainly scary, it definitely will be beat. Number 5, the Shenyang FC-31. While the Shenyang FC-31 may not yet be in full active service, it could easily become one of the most powerful jet fighters in the Asia-Pacific theater. Reportedly able to carry up to 12 medium-range air missiles, 8 air-to-ground missiles, and a combination of 8 deep penetration bombs and 30 small bombs. These jets are absolutely loaded with firepower, yet despite this, they're still able to travel at speeds of up to Mach 1.8. The design itself is reported to be even stealthier than
the F-4 Phantom was faster. Let us sink in. A 1958 jet is faster, can carry more, and more effectively than China's brand new baby. A 1958 jet. That's from the Korea/Vietnam era. Can outperform China's newest toy. Let that sink in. Yeesh. China. Sad.
The J-20, and it's equipped with many advanced sensors to detect incoming aircraft.
It is their
making it
22
formidable
clone.
too.
They're knockoffs.
However, what really ticked off the United States is that it's essentially a shoddy copy of the American F-35 fighter jet. You see, the info surrounding its design was believed to have been stolen during a cyber attack between the years 2010 and 2011. And the result was a fighter that has a weight, wingspan, and height that are very similar, while other features such as the frames and weapon bays are also nearly identical. In other respects, the Chinese have a leg up, as the FC-31 is able to go to speeds of up to Mach 1.8 rather than 1.6. Yet,
but it's missing one of the main selling points of 35, and that's VTOL. This is not VTOL. Yeah.
Despite all this copying, the Chinese couldn't get every detail right.
Nope.
As more difficult to copy aspects such as the flight distance and avionics equipment are far weaker than that of a genuine F-35. As such, while the FC-31 is certainly impressive, the general consensus is that the F-35 is the superior aircraft. Number 4. Type 99 tank. When it comes to the Chinese Army's tank arsenal, the Type 99 certainly does pack a punch. It's made in 2 different variations. There are about 1,200 of these fighting machines in service. In terms of their specs, they're pretty impressive. They come in at a length of 7.6 meters with a width of 3.7 meters and a weight of about 55 tons. They're able to trample anything in their path with their 1,500 horsepower engines that allow them to go to speeds of up to 76 kilometers per hour. In terms of armament,
the Chengdu, it is good.
Air combat capabilities.
The Russian
makes up for this with the ability to wreak havoc on the ground.
You know, the Hind.
That's because it has a 30mm cannon, unguided rockets, and HJ-8, HJ-9, and HJ-10 anti-tank missiles that are all able to decimate land targets. While it also comes equipped with TY-90 air-to-air missiles in case it has to deal with incoming threats in the air. In terms of 1,000 tons. For reference, this is more or less in line with the United States' planned Arleigh Burke-class destroyers, and larger than the United States' current Ticonderoga-class cruiser. Beyond its size, the Nanchang also has no less than 112 vertical launch systems, all of which are capable of shooting out a dizzying array of armaments, such as land attack missiles, anti-ship cruise missiles, surface-to-air missiles, and rocket-assisted torpedoes. Unlike their American counterparts, they're able to launch both hot-shot and cold-shot missiles, giving the Nanchang a lot of versatility, while close-in weapon systems and gun turrets take care of short-range threats, and this is possible via a system known as integrated electric propulsion, which is powered with the help of massive gasoline or diesel-run engines. And as a result, I think you'd agree that the Fujian is quite impressive. However, I should note that the Fujian has been the subject of a lot of controversy. On one hand, Western media has criticized this thing for its name, as Fujian is the name of the Chinese province directly opposite from Taiwan. A South China Morning Post article also seemed to expose some strange discrepancies with the Fujian, as the aircraft carrier was photographed undergoing a fitting at a Shanghai shipyard that showed it without its radar and weapon systems in place, which is quite strange for a vehicle that should be a finished product. So therefore, the Fujian continues to be shrouded in mystery, and only time will tell whether or not it will play a major role in Chinese activities in the Pacific Ocean.
Watch our
we're not watching their videos. But yeah, the Fujian's pretty much just evidence of what I was saying before. China's like the one kid who always forgets the homework. And the teacher's picking it up, and they gotta really quickly run with a pencil and scribble it all down real quick. Oh my god, she's coming, scribble. That's China in a eggshell. Like, literally. Alright, y'all. Hope that was a good first video for you guys. A little bit of a rant. Hope you guys enjoy it. And I'll see y'all next time.